Hello. Today I'm going to answer questions from this lovely human being that I am so honored to get to know this year. And her question is, how do you know where someone is at energetically in your work? I'm curious about how energy healing and intuition works from your end. So I'm going to answer that questions with this. So, does that answer your question? You and I access or sense other people's energy the same way because that's our basic function, our human nature. So we sense energy, we have instinctively, or what we call intuition. It's our basic function. Before we understand words, before we are given rational thinking, like, you know, this behavior, that behavior will get, will equate to this, and we put label to all of that and create a series of that and make that a meaning. Before all of that happening, we sense dangers, we sense when things are not working out around us, or we sense peace, we sense happiness, we sense aesthetics, elation, we sense the nature, we sense how the season is changing, we sense when energetically the moon is moving through our sky. We know energetically what's going on without words. But through modern society, we are trained into skillfully create meanings from what we see, what we notice with the words. So, to answer your question, it's really simple. As an energy healer, we drop in to the present moment, just the way that as an actress drop into a present moment, right? You know what the situation is, the given circumstances. You know your characters, but at the present moment when you have to act, you let go. You let go who you are, and we call it clearing out our channels so that we can stay open and available in that present moment, how we're reacting, how we're picking up and noticing things that moving around us, and work with that. So, actress, energy healer, work the same way. So I hope that answered your question. It's very simple. And yeah, I feel like if you notice the energy changes that was happening earlier, you might even take a breath with me. And when you're taking the same breath, you might even experience or feel that you're accessing my energy deeper and clearer. And that's just a hint for anyone who wants to get to know more or sense more on like your partner's energy and tapping into somebody else. You just mirror the other person, breathe, mirror their breathing, mirror their body movement, mirror their eye contact. And then once that person becomes like sensing that, oh, you're resonating the same way as I do, and the other person can relax and be more open and allow the connection, energetic connection to happen. And that's the work that we do. I was going to share another thing, but I think I'm gonna keep that for the next video. But thank you so much for asking this beautiful question that give me access to share, you know, what I do in energy healing. Because once we can tap into that basic, you know, intuition, instinct, sensing, we can work better with another human being, right? Because when we allow ourselves, and to allow ourselves to get there, oftentimes we need to remove our own judgment, remove our own way of looking and thinking of a situation, an event, a person, or behavior. Because how we see the world is very different from how you see the world. So to be able to allow ourselves to know what's really going on, where the other person is, you really have to remove that way of looking at things, that paradigm, that point of view. And just like in acting, right? What you think and behaving could be really different what you're actually feeling internally. So we really also have to understand that people will put or project a certain behavior, certain characters, identity, way of saying, doing things to cover up for what they really is feeling, where they are energetically. That's a skill that can be practiced, that can really be helpful in how we are being in the world. Because compassion, the spirit, you know, when we're talking about the spiritualism or being, you know, compassionate to others, a lot of us is to come back to that basic human nature of sensing, allowing, even sensing how we are internally, authentically, what's really going on, not like what we're trying to project and, you know, how we're trying to survive by really just putting things out there so that we look right, we look smart, we look good, or we look bad, or we, you know, we want to be looking like a victim, or whatever it is that you're playing right now. If you allow yourself to just connect, what's really deep inside? Where am I right now energetically? What do I need? And fulfill that instead of just fulfilling what is supposed to be the right thing. That will help you and I and everybody else to really come back to truly being a compassionate human. So a simple question, well, it was supposed to be a simple answer to that question, but I'm really honored to be able to answer that question, because it opens up on other tangent. For all of those who don't see or resonating with this message, or if this message go over your head, then this message is not for you yet. But if you're resonating with this message, please drop me a comment, send me a message, or like this video. Thank you again for that question. That was a beautiful question. Thank you for that. And yeah, looking forward to answering the rest of the questions. Keep sending me the questions. I would love to continue doing these videos, because I'm just so happy to be able to connect in this way and be of service to any of you who are resonating with these messages. All right, friends, take care. I'll see you in the next video.